Yo, so we got a different video today. I want to do a kind of a response type video in a way, or like a reaction style to something I saw earlier today or last night. I saw pretty much watching lowtiergod stream. Shout out to him. I'll be linking his channel in the description below. Pretty cool stream. Really good content. Really entertaining guy. Really funny dude. So I want to watch one of his videos that he. Well, I was there for the live stream, but I don't want to it looks like I'm restreaming this shit. So I'll wait till he uploads a video about it and I want to react to it. And luckily he did, or somebody in his company did. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. And I have a lot to say about this, seeing as the fact that I did at one point live off of EBT and knew people that did. And man, I learned something new today. So let's still go ahead and get right into it.
All right. So a lot of ROGs especially are in trouble with this new thing that's going on. It's not in all 50 states, but it is in a few predominant ones. So this just in: the U.S. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. pushes to completely ban sodas from food stamps, aka EBT, SNAP, wherever the fuck you're at. I don't know what it's called. It's called different things in different states. In Cali, it's called EBT. Excuses because you just don't want to work. All right. I can't think of something to use the T for. Just how about this? Excuses because, and thank you. Maybe that'll work. So he says, if you want a sugary soda, the taxpayers should not pay for it. So they're trying to ban candy, snacks, ding dongs, donuts, cookies, and everything like that from people that are on EBT because they're abusing the fucking system. Honestly, EBT should be something that you should be able to be on from your anthros age of 1 through 7 or 8. After 8 years, you should have got your shit popping. This shit shouldn't be a 1 through year 18 thing where you're seeing people on social media, specifically TikTok and Twitter, brag about their EBT hauls when you're seeing nothing but junk, juices, snacks, cookies, candies, anything of the sort, gumbo mixes, beignet, big crab, seafood boils, gushers, all flavors of chips. Like every time I go to a store around through the 1st and 7th, which I try to avoid.
All right, so let's stop right there. I'm sorry, excuse me. This nigga man, he is so funny, bro. All right, this dude is so funny. Excuse me. So, yeah, that's funny. It's even funnier if you've ever been on EBT. If you have ever used EBT or know someone that used it or lived in a hood where it was used by the majority of people, then this video is going to be funny as hell. A couple of things I'm going to comment on a little bit later that he's going to mention about the balances of EBT that I saw. I didn't even know was physically possible. Well, wait, this lady said she had 12K. I don't know how the fuck you got $12,000 in EBT. Man. The most I've ever heard was like 300 per child or 400 per child. And if you have the average, single mother in the hood has 4 kids, 3 or 4 kids about, which is like the norm, right? We had 4 kids. We were that family. We weren't single. My parents were together, but we were that EBT family in the hood. It was 4 or 5 of us. Actually, it was 5 of us. So, I don't know how the hell she got $12,000. Knowing us, we would have just got out of poverty because we would have just, instead of eating all that fucking junk food, and like he said, colorful ass baskets. I'm going to talk about that too, because that has got to be the most valid criticism I've heard ever about EBT patrons. But we'll get into that a little bit later. I got a lot to say on that shit. But if we were getting $12,000 in EBT, we would be selling that shit first and foremost to get out of poverty. Because for those of you who don't know, for the very few of you who do not know, when you're using EBT, that's supposed to be supplemental income. It's not designed to feed you indefinitely, right? As soon as I got a job with the state or any type of job that reports back to the IRS and you make too much, I believe the threshold is $15,000. Excuse me, oh my God, $1,500 a month. They cut it off. Or they diminish it to a point where it's not usable. You get like $25 or something like that. So I don't understand how the hell anybody got 12K. If I was getting 12K or if $12,000 coming in my household worth of food, I open up a food business. We could have had you know what I mean? We would have been on the corner of in the corner of the street selling stuff, chips, candies, cookies, and things of that nature. With that much, no family key. That's so much money. 12K, you should be reselling it. I'll be at the corner or going to events with chips, bags of chips, right? If you get a box of 24 and you sell them for $2 each, you get your money back. Or you can even sell them for $1.50 if you really want to spice the game up. But instead of trying to invest to get out of poverty, they would rather just glutton and eat a bunch of bullshit. It just like, this is a bunch of fucking bullshit. But $12,000 is crazy. I don't know how they got that. I will let it play. You'll see. It gets to a point where they get to that amount of money. But yeah, those big cookouts, seafood bowls, he's 100% right when it comes to that. Man, the way they cook in the hood, it's just some of the most, I learned some of the most down bad cooking methods living in the hood. Some of the most random companies I've ever saw in the hood. These like belly washers, you know, bootleg versions of even Kroger and, you know, Great Value This, which is Walmart's company. There's so much cheap ass, nasty ass food. They even have a bullshit version of the Smuckers peanut butter and jelly pockets. I forgot what they're called. Those little fucking pockets with peanut butter and jelly, they get soggy after like a few hours because the jelly sogs the fucking bread. You know what I mean? There's just so much. Since the hood is just so nasty. It's more than just the culture. It's what they eat. And you wonder why them niggas got attitude problems and be pissed off. Look at what their diet probably consists of. You know what I mean? I don't know. Let's get back to what he's talking about.
What do I see with these EBT hauls and baskets? Rogs. Now, everybody else is doing it, but they might do it discreetly. You might not even know they're on EBT. But me as an ex-cashier, one of my first jobs was a cashier. It was always the Rogs with the biggest county baskets, the most colorful baskets, chips, sodas, all types of juices, frozen this, frozen that, like ice creams. Just basically the whole baskets looked like a party. Looked like they were throwing a party, and they would come with not one, not two, but 3 baskets full of EBT snacks.
Man, that's 100,000% true. Go to between the 1st and the 7th. Take your ass to a Food for Less, a Rouse, a Costco, or a Smart and Final, and that's all you're gonna see is niggas in there with their I'm gonna take that back. It's never the dudes. It's usually the women, the moms, right? A single mom, 4 or 5 kids. And this is baby kids, bad as fuck, attitudes, yelling, screaming, right? And she got 3 or 4 baskets of just looked like a fucking rainbow or a bag of Skittles. It's just all kind of shit in there. Belly washers, Capri Sun. And it's the cheapest version of everything. That's one thing that pisses me off. It's never high quality, nothing. It's the cheapest possible version. All they care about is mass. What's the most you can get out your dollar? So if they get water, it's not going to be something. It's never water in there. First and foremost, I've never seen water in these EBT halls. Never water. It's always some fucking juice. Minute Maid is just juice of some type. Welch's. Fucking sugar. Sugar. It is nothing but just sugar and sugar and sugar and sugar. What's that one shit that fake orange juice? What's it called? Fucking Dole. Not Dole. It's a fake orange juice. That's super sweet. I think it's the sweetest drink like out right now. It's Sunny Delight. Like, bruh. Sunny D. Probably the sugariest drink ever made. And that the basket would be full of shit like that. I really don't understand. Like, there's no concept of health. There's no concept of like, oh, we should probably try healthier versions. You got 12K. You could eat like a king with that kind of money. You know what I mean? Like, outside of just making money, let's say she didn't want to sell another EBT or buy the food and try to resell it, right? You could eat better. And theoretically, you would think they could lose weight because they're not eating out. With that kind of money, you would probably almost never eat out. You could cook at home, right? No high quality meats, no steaks, 12K a month. and looked like she had 2 or 3 kids, that's more than enough. Y'all gluttonous. Look how big she was. That's just gluttonous. You could have high quality steaks, water, right? Good quality garlic butter. It's just no, it's just bullshit. Fatty, you know they got the fattiest meats, pork, the fattiest of everything, nasty ass, undercooked bacon and shit. It pisses me off because they glorify this shit. And you're the weird one if you don't eat like that. That's another thing nobody wants to talk about. And I want to find one of his videos where he goes more into like the black culture and how they are towards each other. Goated video. In general, his commentary on the black community is top tier. But he made a comment about how black people treat other people, black people, when you don't, how niggas treat black folks when they don't eat like that. Right? Because I don't eat like that. But then they'll find out you don't eat like that and treat you like shit. I need to find that video. I really want to comment on it. It might be in one of his streams, or he might have did a video on his plug channel, but let them find out you eat healthy and you don't eat like this bullshit EBT life. Because you're getting all that money with EBT, you think it'd be used for something healthy. It's not. It's fucking not.
And food. Now, when I tell you guys at the end, when I gave them their receipt, it would say starting balance $3,000 worth of EBT, ending balance $780.
Now, this is the first part that tripped me out. How are they getting their balances that high? Because the last time I checked, you get about $300 to $400 per child, unless they're giving you $1,000 per child. And even if they are, you're going to see later, this lady said she had 12K. You got 12 kids. How are they getting that much money? Like, that's insane. $3,000. My shit was never that high. The most I ever had was $300 for one person. So that's me as an adult or an older person. I wasn't like a kid when I started having it. Right. So that's $300 for an adult. That's $1,200 for 4 kids. How the fuck did she get $3,000? Like, what is she doing to achieve these kind of amounts? Or whoever he's talking about having $3,000. And when he first said that, I'm like, damn, he might be engaged in a little bit of hyperbole. I get it. And then I was quickly proven wrong. He's not exaggerating. This lady later in the video, this same lady in this video got what? Literally 4 times the amount he just mentioned. So I don't know what the fuck they're doing, what kind of lies they put on the application to get that amount, because that is insane.
When I tell you that these people are living on complete cheat codes on EBT, that's literally an understatement. Like, basically, I feel like blacks are the main people that abuse EBT. Everybody else uses EBT, right? All ethnicities do. But blacks are the only people that really abuse it and publicize it and really want to show you on social media all the bullshit they're buying and then rub it in your fucking face too on top of that. I don't know how they're getting away with it, but they're doing it. So I wonder if there's a list. Yo, could somebody link the list of states that basically they're cutting back on saying that you can't slide your EBT for certain shit? The fact that you could even slide your EBT for fast food is crazy. We got to pay. Let's just say if we want a quick burger meal from some of these places, some tacos from Taco Bell, a Del Taco meal. If we can't get it, we got to pay cash. A EBT could just slide it. Mods, ban that. Got him out of the chat. Thank you. Ban that broke ass. Got him out of the chat, please. Bro, almost all fast food places, they plaster it all over in big signs. You said you had a guy with 3K EBT using it all for daily 44-ounce fountain drinks. Last time you saw him, he still had fit.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. They're using all this money like that for bullshit. Yeah, the fact that you can use it on fast food, I didn't even know that. I've been out the game because I didn't know you can use it on fast food. Doesn't that go against the hot meal program? Because unless you're opted in for that, you can never use EBT for cooked meals. When the fuck could you use it for fast food? I must have missed out on that. Oh, shit. Oh, could you imagine going to McDonald's and swiping a fucking EBT, bro, for fast food? And that's going to burn your card out way faster. But if you're getting fucking $3,000 for just food alone, you know, the majority of people's money goes to eating because how you have to maintain the human body, right? Even if you don't eat food, you still got to drink water, get your minerals. So if 3,000, most people don't have that much of a budget allocated towards food. And the majority of us use a lot of our money towards eating. because there's emotional based eating. You might be stressed and just want to have a quick meal. That's $30 here, $50 there, and you don't think about it. Next thing you know, you ain't got no more money left. So to hear that, you know, he has $3,000 worth of investments is that's insanity. That's crazy, bro.
All right, so 12 states to restrict. So this is a good start. 12 states to restrict SNAP purchases through USDA waivers. All right, so let's see. It's looking like they're cracking down on things like Section 8 and EBT because ROGs are abusing it. You know, everybody uses it, but ROGs are actually publicizing it. Put it like this. If ROGs did it discreetly, right? Like, you know, how other ethnicities will have EBT, but they'll do it discreetly. They'll still be buying celery and, you know, lettuce and tomatoes and fruits and vegetables, and which I just basically said, you know, they're buying like real things to suffice the house. You know, real dinners, real fruits, real vegetables, things to cook, you know, to make good dinners. I'll throw some snacks in there, but the difference is they're not broadcasting ghetto snack hauls.
Yeah, it's never anything healthy. Like I mentioned earlier, it'll never be any vegetables, or they'll put a fucking bell pepper in there and think they're doing something and have it with a nasty ass boiled meal or some fucking fatty ass sloppy joes or some shit like that. And here's my thing, before anybody starts trying to come for me, because I said I was from the hood and I grew up very poor, right? Even in our state of poverty, did we not eat like that? We had to eat, because a while we didn't even have EBT. We had to use cash. And then we got into the EBT program. Couldn't buy hot meals back then. So I don't know what's up with this fast food shit, but we couldn't use cash. We couldn't use EBT for no fast food. It was cold food you had to cook. We were not drinking belly washers. We were not buying fucking Capri Suns. We were not buying bags of chips and doing stupid shit like that. So it's like, bruh, like our parents didn't even feed us like that. Like we tried to drink a fucking, what's that one company called? Not belly washers. Tampico, we threw up. I drank a cup of Tampico and threw up the first time I tried it. I never tried that shit again. Anybody in the hood, you know, there's like a hood list of like top tier drinks. And you know niggas love Tampico, Sunny Delight with some shit in there. Vodka, for a screwdriver, like a hood screwdriver. A hood screwdriver is Sunny D and vodka, and not actual orange juice and vodka. So we got a hood screwdriver, old school lean, just a bunch of sugar drinks with some fucking gin in there or some bullshit, cough syrup. It's all kind of fuck shit they used to do. But I'm telling you right now, bro, we didn't need to eat like that. When you have the EBT, you have other options. You can get healthier options, right? They just didn't do it because they didn't want to. And with the cheaper options, your money goes longer. You know what I mean? You can just get more bullshit. So most of the cash was spent on things you couldn't actually buy. So stuff like tissue, household supplies. But when it came to eating, it was the most fucked up shit you can think of. Just fucked up, brain altering food. Change your whole emotional state because of the way you eat. You know what I mean? No turkey bacon, fatty ass, greasy ass, high sodium ass, cholesterol ass pork bacon. No turkey bacon, nothing. It's like at that point, turkey bacon is not good. I'm not gonna argue. So I just don't eat bacon. Turkey bacon is not, it's not it. But it's like, bruh, no health, there's no health conscious mindset growing up in that environment. Everything is just the same shit. It's all for the vibes. And if you don't do it, you're a weirdo or you're a lame. And it just promotes just anger and disparity between us as black people. And he just separates the niggas from the blacks, and all that ever happens is we get better and try not to eat like that, and we end up having to leave the hood. And you just watch your friends die of fucking diabetes and heart disease on fucking day. It's fucking depressing.
On social media, they'll show an EBT haul, but we seen the difference between a ROG's EBT haul and somebody else's EBT haul. It's completely different. There wasn't one vegetable in the ROG EBT haul that we've seen. It was all snacks, goodies, junk, juices, candies, all types of shit. And chicken they can fry. All right, so here's something that they're basically talking about. Let's see what she's talking about here.
U.S. states have officially adopted waivers from the United States Department of Agriculture, bringing the total to 12 states to place restrictions on what kinds of food people can buy using SNAP benefits. On Monday, USDA Secretary Brooke Rollins signed off on waivers for Florida, West Virginia, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana.
Damn, Texas too? Damn, so that's one of the escape safe havens for people from Cali. Well, don't go there, you're fucked.
And Colorado.
SNAP is a supplemental nutrition program meant to provide health food benefits to low-income families to supplement their grocery budget so they can afford the nutritious food essential to health and well.
Nutritious. Now, when's the last time you seen Rogs purchase anything nutritious with EBT?
Never. You never see it. You never will. And on the case of nutritious supplemental income, I don't understand how people, because he said this first. He said it and Asmongold said it. Both of them, lowtiergod and Asmongold said this. And I don't understand why people argue with this. This is just coming. I don't know how the fuck you can have people on SSI and EBT income, and unemployment, but you have a hard time believing about UBI, Universal Basic Income. Like a basic flat amount to have the basic needs. I don't understand how. And that's going to be abused anyway when that comes, because it will happen. There's too many NPCs for it not to happen. So when UBI gets here, people are going to abuse that and have all they're going to do is have jobs that they pay under the table. That's it. They're going to have a job that doesn't report to the IRS, and they'll be making money under the table and using the UBI to live. People are going to start having businesses online. You know what I mean? Starting YouTube accounts and shit like that. But I really don't understand how people have a hard time believing UBI can exist when we have EBT and people talking about they have $3,000 for money. What is that? Fake money? So you have EBT and you can understand that, but UBI somehow is just like, oh, that's not possible. No, we have SSI, but UBI is just, it's coming, bro. Just stop fighting it. We will have UBI. It's going to happen. Promise you.
When they're showing their EBT hauls, because from my experience as an ex-cashier, you know, in my past life, I only witnessed Rogs and Gets purchasing junk and bullshit 24/7. 5 gallons of punch and juice, 5 big boxes of chips, frozen TV dinners to hell, triple buckets of ice cream, all types of cookies, all types of snacks, gushers, fruit roll-ups, fruit snacks. When I tell you that when I was sliding that shit, basically, it was so much junk. I basically was juggling junk. Like beep, just junk. You know, you like scan it like boop, boop. I'm basically just juggling junk, 3 baskets full of bullshit. When I'm not even joking. When I tell you I literally did not see anything healthy in those Rogs baskets, I literally did not see it. They use this to abuse it. You see them at Costco too. You definitely see them at Sam's Club. Hey mods, time this bitch ass out. Thank you for 2 weeks. I don't think you understand what I say when I mean I'm bad at math. It means I can't do word problems in my head, but I know how to do math, dumb nigga. Take shit with a grain of salt. Get this out of here for 2 weeks.
Grocery budget so they can afford the nutritious food essential to health and well-being. That is the stated purpose of the SNAP program.
12 states total have now adopted USDA waivers with restrictions starting in 2026.
Yeah, go ahead and add that to California. We need that over here. Go ahead, and I'm gonna need you guys to go ahead and levy that towards us because we need that. There's a couple of niggas that I want to see off that shit. Definitely we need that shit over here. Go ahead and pass that down here. Get that bill passed, all right? We need that over here, and I'm sick of this shit, bro. I'm really getting tired of this, because wait till we get to the later part of this video. It's getting longer than normally I wanted it to be, but I want to really address all these issues. And we will be reacting to some of his videos in the future. I will be linking his plug channel down below. Good commentary on the Black community in general. And I got some things I want to say, but when it comes to this EBT shit, it's just going to get proved. He's going to prove it already on the video. You're going to see it for yourself. This is so bad, bro. This is so bad. No one wants to talk about this. They want to blame everybody else except for the culprit right in front of you. And it's honestly, it's sad.
The waiver stops SNAP benefits from being used to buy unhealthy items, such as things like soda and candy. Rollins says 20%
soda and candy. Now, what did we see? Remember that that big bloated bubble get with all them fucking, how could I say this? With all those fucking Planet DFWs. Just pulling up cases of juice, cases of sodas.
Take EBT. I seen a rock by chocolate syrup with an EBT card. I swear on everything I love. Crying face emoji.
of all SNAP dollars are spent on sugary drinks, prepackaged desserts, salt.
Damn, yup, they cracking down. I really hope they bring this shit to all 50 states. Nobody deserves to buy junk and snacks with EBT. You should be forced to buy healthy shit.
I agree 1,000%. You should not have the privilege of buying chips and cookies and bullshit. It's supplemental income. You're trying to eat to survive. What the fuck you need a bag of Lay's for in order to do that? You don't need no Entenmann's. You don't need no fucking none of that shit. Get the basic needs. Get some meat, some poultry, some dairy products. If you can eat that. If you're black, you have no business eating nothing dairy. First and foremost, I don't want to see no milk in your cart. You really don't need to be eating no eggs. If this is just a PSA. If you're black, keep that shit out of your diet. Leave milk alone. The rest of the things seem to be kind of debatable, but as a black person, you have no business consuming dairy products. And if you have to consume them, let milk be the one you don't consume. But yeah, they need to have healthy stuff. Cut all this bullshit out. All these chips and cookies and stuff and oils. You don't need all that shit. Get what you need. Use some butter. Stop using oil to cook anyway. Any fucking way. Use some real fat butter and go on about your damn day. That's the only dairy you really should be consuming is butter. And only occasion cheese, because I know niggas love cheese.
If you want to buy and indulge on snacks, goodies, we'll put it in bullshit, like fast you should have to pay for it cash, just like everybody else. Abuse the fuck out of the
26.
system.
The waiver stops SNAP benefits from being used to buy unhealthy items, such as things like soda and candy. Rollins says 20% of all SNAP dollars are spent on sugary drinks.
20% of EBT is spent on big box of chips,
prepackaged desserts, salty snacks, and sugary treats. She says the Trump administration asked state leaders to get involved and come up with creative ways to help solve health issues plaguing Americans.
One way is by not allowing taxpayer-funded benefits to be used to purchase unhealthy items like soda.
And paying taxes for people that have big-ass colorful baskets. And more juices or drinks or fruit cups.
Candy and other junk food. The number one purchase by SNAP
ghetto boxes of chips, like I said.
Sugary drinks.
Damn, number one purchase more ghetto boxes of chips, like I said. Drinks. Big ass boxes. I mean, I witnessed it. Big ass bag of glizzies. Hey, yo, noodles. Could you post that? Yo, cheesy pop. Or Rev, could you read a link to big ass fatty beef? That bubble bobble breakfast corn dogs doing the big ass ghetto seasoning salts and pickles.
Each state, Arkansas, Colorado.
More noodles. More ghetto cereals. More pickles. I would love to see that happen in California. But breakfast ghetto sandwiches wouldn't happen in a dim state. A big box of Gushers, a big box of Rice Krispie treats, a big box of fruit snacks.
Yeah, we need this in California bad. He's definitely not lying. We need that shit over here.
How this woman
please bring this to California. It's please
literally abusing.
Start hitting up the blue star. I couldn't care about the rest of it. I'm over here.
Junk and
bring it over to Cali, bro.
Make it happen. Look at that, a double,
Iowa,
a double
Louisiana, Nebraska,
Oklahoma, I didn't even know they made
Texas, Utah, and West Virginia. We'll decide how exactly to enforce these new rules. In all 12 of the states that have waivers in place, people cannot purchase soda or sweetened drinks using their SNAP benefits. Some states, like Louisiana and Florida, have restrictions against using SNAP dollars for not just soda, but also energy drinks and candy. Other states, like Arkansas, won't.
People that have EBT, this is heaven for them. This aisle right here.
So now we're finna put this stuff up, and we're finna go to the next stuff.
These and that's Sam's Club. People on EBT, she said we're gonna put this up and go to the next boxes of chips. You see what I'm talking about? They'll literally have 5 of these boxes in their fucking cart. Be fair here. Everybody uses EBT of all ethnicities. But the difference is right here. You won't see Asians They will literally buy
Indians,
Caucasians or anybody else bragging about their
Like
EBT
Arkansas
balance and
won't allow
showing you a
SNAP
bunch
dollars
of
to
fucking
purchase all the
junk
above. Plus,
while purchasing
also fruit and
bullshit
veggie drinks with
on the
less than
EBT.
50%
It's
natural
only
juice.
fucking
We was just talking
drugs.
about that. How they like all that
You
bullshit
never-
in that
it's
aisle.
only
That's literally a
wrongs.
heaven aisle.
This is why they're
Chips,
cracking down. See,
cookies,
here's the thing. Niggas are
Baked
ruining it for
goods.
everybody,
Let's not
right?
forget Intimates.
They're
And then they
ruining
won't
this. They're
sell that.
ruining
They
this
keep
shit
eating
for
that
everybody.
shit, which is insane.
If things would have been
We
kept
think they were trying to
discreet,
make some type of monetary
I honestly
value,
think
trying to
things would have
get out
stayed
of
the
it.
same.
But
But
no,
since
it's just
videos like
some
this exist
gluttony.
with
That's
EBT
insane.
hauls,
It's insane.
See,
Yeah,
I
you
think
that
the
is
government's not watching this shit and be
EBT
like, what the
fiend,
fuck?
EBT
we're gonna
fiends
start cracking down on
that
this shit.
aisle. It's one, and you know what's
Just
funny? It's
up
all in
everything
one
for
aisle.
everybody, right?
All
Shout
the
out to all
EBT
of us
stuff, because you don't really
taxpayers
see
out
it in
there
another aisle. They won't.
that
You know what I mean?
actually
They
do
won't
our
be
due
over there
diligence
with the other
and
stuff,
pay
the
for everything
cookies,
with
stuff,
hard-earned money and
Not
cash.
even the cheap stuff like the cheap boxes of macaroni and cheese. You don't buy fucking Velveeta. And man, shout out to people who eat Kraft mac and cheese. If I find out you eating Velveeta, I just know you got a fucked up taste bud, because that cheese is so nasty. It's just so nasty.
Prior to the waiver, SNAP recipients could buy anything except alcohol, tobacco, hot and prepared foods, and personal care products.
Now let's take a look at a get abusing the EBT system. $1,500 EBT haul, just check my card, had $12K in food stamps. Now let's take a look at what she cops.
This is what I was talking about. How the hell did she get $12,000 in EBT? That is insane. I have never heard of a balance that high ever in my life. The most I've ever heard was a couple grand. I think I've heard 2,400. I've heard 1,200, 1,800, but fucking $12,000. What the hell did she do? That's insane. And they get that monthly. She could infinitely sell. She doesn't even have to use all that. She could just sell the EBT amount and get physical cash. You could sell a third of that and make income. That's baffling. I don't even know how that's possible. That shit got me speechless, right? 12K. I ain't never heard of nobody have $12,000 EBT. I didn't even know that was possible.
We'll put it in like fast forward motion so you don't have to sit here and watch this get abuse the fuck out of the system for us taxpayers. Just put the speed up a bit.
Say something because what you gotta say, some energy is just too good to waste it. Remember?
We just gonna mute it just so you can see all the junk. Big box of chips, quadruple pack of Pop-Tarts. I don't know what the hell that was. Fig Newtons for junk. Cases of juice, some more cases of juice. Everybody got big bellies. Sprites, drinks, Lucky Charms, chicken to fry. More juices or drinks or fruit cups. More juices. More ghetto boxes of chips, like I said. More ghetto boxes of chips, like I said. Big ass boxes, cereal. Big ass bag of glizzies. Noodles. Cheesy popcorn or Doritos. Big ass fatty beef. Breakfast corn dogs. Big ass ghetto seasoning salts and pickles. More noodles. More ghetto cereals. More pickles, more junk. Breakfast ghetto sandwiches. A big box of Gushers, a big box of Rice Krispies treats, a big box of fruit snacks. And it's basically just replaying how this woman is literally abusing the government to purchase nothing but fucking junk and brag about it. Juice, look at that, a double pack of giant Capri. I didn't even know they made Capri Sun in a fucking bottle. Didn't see one case of water. More juice. And bragging about it too.
Drinks back here. So, Coke and what juices?
That's insanity. Look at that haul, man. Look at the haul. Look at how much that was. $1,500 in bullshit. That is fucking insane. That makes my stomach hurt just thinking about it. No ground beef. And you know she did get ground beef. I take that back. But you know she got the fattiest one possible. which technically is good. You want the fat, but she's eating so much sugar, it doesn't even matter. That they're gonna eat it. She's poisoning herself and her kids. Her kids are fucked. They're in a developing stage with that much sugar. They're fucked. They're fucked. They're done. Done for. They're fucked. Simple as that. They're fucked over. Those kids gonna have all types of emotional imbalances, chemical imbalances, gut biome issues. Fat kids are, oh my God, they're some of the most worst fiends you'll come across. Children are the worst. That's like they're having panic attacks if you don't give them ice cream or a fucking McDonald's burger. And I get it. Sometimes I have a hankering for a cheap ass cheeseburger. Not gonna judge, but damn, bro. Jesus fucking Christ. I think I'm about to, speaking of burgers, I might walk to the corner and get one for myself today. But I gotta walk. I'm gonna make myself work for it. So you know what? I might do that to get my steps in.
Coke.
And Captain John bread. Yeah. And that completes the Sam Club haul. So now we're finna put this stuff up and we're finna go to the next stuff.
And that's Sam's Club. She said we're gonna put this up and go to the next store. You see what I'm talking about? Now let's be real. Let's be fair here. Everybody uses EBT of all ethnicities. But the difference is you won't see Asians, Indians, Caucasians, or anybody else bragging about their EBT balance and showing you a bunch of fucking junk while purchasing bullshit on the EBT. It's only fucking rogues. It's only rogues. This is why they're cracking down. See, here's the thing. Niggas are ruining it for everybody, right? They're ruining this shit for everybody. If things would have been kept discreet, I honestly think things would have stayed the same. But since videos like this exist with EBT hauls, you think the government's not watching this shit and be like, what the fuck? We're gonna start cracking down on this shit. Man, just fuck up everything for everybody, right? Shout out to all of us taxpayers out there that actually do our due diligence and pay for everything with hard-earned money and cash.
All right, that'll be it for this one, guys. I just really wanted to comment on this one. I didn't expect it to be this long, but yeah, a lot of good points I want to address. And that being the main one, Black folks or niggas really with EBT. But sometimes everybody uses it, you know what I mean? It's all of us. Like he said, I've seen white people, Asians, black people, niggas, we all use it. But god damn, man. $12,000 is the same work. I didn't even know that was possible. But let me know what you guys think down below. Have you ever used EBT before? What was your experience? And I agree with this. They should be getting rid of that shit. We don't need a bunch of sugars and greases going into our system. And then mostly kids suffer from this anyway. You can't even get a balance that high without kids. So it's kids that are hurting the most. An adult can only get so much, a single adult. But with kids, it seems like the sky is the limit. But yeah, that'll be it for this one, guys. Later.